Hey, good people. Good evening. Today I'm going to show you how I make my green grams, and you're going to love them. Very nice, very tasty. So please follow me. So, as usual, you cut the onions in small pieces and then put in the oil that is already heat. So I'm going to put my onions in the oil that is already heat and then let the onion turn golden brown. So once they turn golden brown, then I'm going to add my tomatoes. So I've already put my tomatoes in the pan. So I will let the tomatoes cook for some time. So I'm going to add a pinch of salt and let the tomatoes cook for some time. And after that, I'm going to add my carrots, my potatoes, my gourget, and finally, I will add my garlic. And something I forgot to tell you before I started is that you first boil the green grams in water. Let it cook. Boil until the green grams cook. So that's the first step you will do. So I already boiled my green grams. So these are my green grams that I'm going to fry. See, I've already cut my gourget and carrots. I'm going to put in my pan, which has tomatoes, onions, and oil. So I'm going to put, and salt. So I'm going to put them in. So after I put them, I will peel my potatoes and also add them inside. So here are my cut potatoes now ready to put in the mixture. And after that, I'm going to put my garlic in the mixture. And after putting my garlic, I'll put now my green grams. So what you're seeing now is the mixture for onion, tomatoes, carrots, gourget, and potatoes. So finally, I will put my garlic, and then after that, I'll put my green grams. I've put my garlic, and usually I use this garlic maker to make my garlic. So I squeeze it very nicely and put it inside. So I can squeeze like two small garlic, two small pieces of garlic, or three small pieces of garlic, according to how much green grams I have. So I usually look at the green grams. If it's a lot, I make a lot of garlic. If it's not so much, I make some little garlic. So finally, you add some water in the mixture so that the green grams can cook very well. Not cook very well, but so that the potatoes, the carrots, and the gourget can cook very well. That's why we add water in it. And also, I like my green grams in stew. I like them in stew. So that's why I also put some water to make stew for green grams. Hey, so people, if you want to make very nice green grams, please follow my steps. This is just your dongo. This is just your dongo. That's my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. You can see the water is already boiling in the green grams. So I will let it cook for a while. I will cover the green grams, so let it cook for a while so that we can have the ingredients cooked very well. As I told you before, I usually don't use artificial spices. Always, I don't use artificial spices. So I only use natural spices, I can call them, or ingredients. So usually my main ingredients are the ones I usually use: the garlic, the carrots, the potatoes, just natural. See, people, my green grams are still cooking. I'll let them cook for some time. And then after that, after they have cooked, I'm going to add my green pepper and coriander. See, I've already cut them in small pieces. So I'm going to add this in my mixture of green grams. So I will let this cook for, say, 5 minutes, and then I will remove. So my food will be ready, because I do not like to overcook the green grams and the coriander. I just want to have good nutrients in my food. That's why I don't like overcooking them. My green grams are now ready, so I'm going to add the coriander and the green pepper. Now put my coriander and green pepper, as you can see. So I'm going to stir so that it mixes with the green grams. Finally, my green grams are now ready for eating. You're going to enjoy. Hey, good people. I was showing you before how to make green grams, and now I'm going to show you how to make French beans. So please stay tuned. As you can see, these are the French beans I want to make. First of all, before you do anything, when you buy them from the market, you cut them into very nice pieces, just like I've done, and then you boil them. So once you boil them, then you let the water disappear in the French beans, and then you fry them now. So I've already boiled them, so I want to fry them. Put my 2 tablespoonfuls of oil. So I will let the oil heat. Once the oil heats, I will add my onion, let them turn golden brown, and then I will add the other things. My onion now is ready. It has already turned golden brown. So I'm going to put I'm going to put my tomatoes. So my tomatoes are cooking. So I'm going to add a pinch of salt. So after, I will let it cook for a few minutes, and then I will add my carrots. Then after the carrots, I'll add my potatoes. Tomatoes are now ready. So I'm going to put my carrots. You can see I've cut my carrots into nice cubes. So I'm going to add them in my tomatoes and onions. And then after that, I'm going to add my potatoes. As usual, I usually add my garlic as the last thing. Before I add my French peas, I'll add garlic. I added my carrots, and my carrots are now cooking. After, I'm going to add potatoes. I've added my potatoes. They are also cooking. And then I'm going to add my garlic. So in a short while, I'll add garlic. This is my garlic, which I'm going to add in the mixture of carrots, potatoes, and tomatoes and onions. So the garlic depends on how much you want to put. If it's you're making something, if you're making a lot of things, you can put more garlic. If you're making little, not a big amount of the food you want to cook, you can put little amount of garlic. So as you have seen, these are my French beans that I'm going to put. So they are not a lot, they are just little. That's why I'm making little garlic. I've already put my French beans, so they are cooking now. And so I'm gonna add water in it so that I can have stewed. I want stewed food. I want stew. That's why I want to add water. Let the other stuff cook, the potatoes and the carrots to cook. And then I have some stew inside. Good people, I've added water and the water is now boiling. So I will let it cook for half an hour. So I'm going to cover it, let it cook for half an hour. And then after that, it will be cooked. So we are going to remove it after it has cooked. It will be ready for eating. People, my French peas are done. So they are ready to eat. Thank you for watching. And now people, I'm ready to enjoy my meal. Please, if you want to enjoy your meal, follow my steps, how I cooked the French beans. And this is Josie Odongo. This is Josie Odongo, as in JOSSY. Please, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Hello, good people. How are you? Today, I want to make chapati. And usually, my chapatis, I usually make them with butternut. I hope most of you know what butternut is. So I usually make them with butternut and yeah, the rest of the ingredients for chapati. So meanwhile, I'm going to show you. In a while, I'm going to show you. The butternut, I've already cooked it. So you buy the butternut from the market and then you peel the skin of the butternut. So after peeling the skin, you when you cut the butternut, you'll find seeds inside. There are some seeds that are inside. So the seeds, you remove them. You remove all the seeds underneath, and whatever that is underneath the seed, you remove it, and then you cut into pieces like I've done, and then you boil it. So you boil it until it cooks very well. So once it has cooked very well, just ensure there is no water in it, and then now you can use it to make chapati. Before I start making chapati, I usually put my flour in a bowl and my oil and my salt. So this is what I'm going to mix together. Then I put my butternut. There is my butternut. So I'm going to mix all this together. So once the dough is done, then I will show you the next step once the dough is done. So I'm going to mix this very well so that the dough is very soft. You make a very soft dough, not very soft. You make a soft dough, soft enough to bring good chapatis, soft chapatis. So we don't want hard chapati. If you make a hard dough, it will bring hard chapatis. So we make a slightly softer dough to make good chapatis. So this is my dough ready to make chapati. I've mixed the peanut butter, the oil, and the salt. And just ensure that it's mixed very well, and you mix it to make the dough soft. Just ensure the dough is soft to make soft chapatis. Because if you make hard dough, it will make hard chapatis. So just ensure that the dough is soft enough to make good chapatis. Not too soft, just soft enough to make good chapatis. And so after that, after my dough has rested for like half an hour, I will cover it with a wet cloth to make it rest for half an hour. So after it has rested for half an hour, I will roll it and put oil in it. So I'll show you what I will do after that. I'll roll it, put oil in it, and roll it again. So I'll show you the last step before I start cooking my chapatis. This is the last step before I start cooking the chapatis. So I take a small piece of dough and roll it into a ball, as you have seen there. I've rolled it into a ball, and then I'll put it on my board for making chapati on this board, and then I'm going to roll it with my rolling pin. Here is my rolling pin. I'm going to roll it and flatten it into a round shape, and I will oil it. So I've already done that, and I've already oiled it. So after oiling it, I'm going to roll it like this. Yeah, we'll roll it like this. And then I'll make it like this. Like this. So then I'll put it aside, and I'll make more. I'll make all of them like this and put it aside. So after this, then I will start cooking them. After this, I will first roll them again into a flat. Hey people, now my chapatis are ready to eat. I finished cooking them, put them in the in the food warmer, and now they are ready to eat. As you can see, they are very yummy, they are very tasty. Thank you for watching.